It's now 6:47, so let's bring it back to Colorado. Meteorologist Alan Rose with another check for our forecast. Good morning, Alan.
Tony, good morning to you. Starting out almost fall-like on this 11th day of August, and after a cool down yesterday and some thunderstorms, today we begin to dry things out but keep those below average highs going. Now the cool down won't last long as we'll see the heat build as we make our way into the rest of the week. And an early sneak preview of that weekend forecast calls for very warm temperatures and a return chance of showers and thunderstorms. As we get you out the door this morning, you likely won't need the umbrella and rain jacket. Only around a 20% chance of a shower here in the Springs. Now this morning we are seeing some fog to go along with those mid-50s. Areas of fog building along and east of I-25. Right now a pair of 61s on the map in La Junta and Pueblo. We have 51 degrees in Lyman, 58 for our friends in Lamar. Lower 50s in Westcliff and Salida, and a cool 46 to get you going in Woodland Park. And relative to yesterday, most of the area enjoying this cool down. Again, a bit of a fall crisp-like start to the work week here in southern Colorado. Now that big complex of storms that brought severe weather once again to southeastern parts of the state, all the way up into the Denver area yesterday, continues to move east. There is enough lingering moisture in the atmosphere that we could squeeze out a thunderstorm or two this afternoon, but chances are fairly low region-wide. And we'll continue with these drier trends into the work week as high pressure builds in from the west coast and makes its way into Colorado. Now the high-res model doesn't show much rain, actually keeps it mostly east of I-25. I still think there's a slight chance around Woodland Park down into the southeastern mountains, but you can see showers are going to be few and far between through the afternoon to early evening hours. Temperatures by 11 o'clock tonight already back down to the 60s in the Springs and Canyon City. And temperatures today are going to be about 5 to 10 degrees below average. So nice to get outside and take advantage of these cooler, more comfortable temperatures. Also much less smoke today versus what we saw back into last week, even as fires grow. As we mentioned earlier in the newscast, the Lee Fire, now the 5th largest state in our state's history, has scorched over 113,000 acres. To its east, we have the Elk Fire, 30% contained. Looks like that's burned over 14,600 acres. With winds today mostly out of the east, it's going to keep the thicker smoke off to our west as highs today build into the 70s and 80s. Now on the algae report, we do have medium concentrations of tree and grass pollen. Everything else, weed and mold, is on the low side. Now temperatures in the Springs will stay below average through Tuesday, and then here comes the hot weather once again, my friends. 90 to 93 from Wednesday to Friday. For Pueblo, temps here in the 80s today and tomorrow. 90s by Wednesday with temps near triple-digit territory by Thursday. In Canyon City, enjoy these 80s today and tomorrow. They give way to some hotter 90s from Wednesday into the weekend. And for Woodland Park, nice and pleasant today and tomorrow with highs in the 70s. Back to the 80s from Wednesday to Friday with growing thunderstorm chances late this week.